crafty jackal.
Once upon a time, there was a jackal and a crocodile. They were bitter enemies. One day, the jackal went to the river where the crocodile lived for a drink of water. The jackal looked around cautiously, and when he found the place empty, he went into the water unaware that the crocodile was hiding under the water, waiting for him. The crocodile snapped and caught the jackal's leg in its powerful jaws. At first, the jackal panicked, but then controlled it and used his courage and wits. The jackal laughed loudly.
Uncle, you have got a stick, thinking it to be my leg. My leg is here.
And the jackal showed his other leg. The crocodile thought he had really made a mistake and immediately left his leg. The jackal darted out of the water and ran away mocking the crocodile. The crocodile was left staring. Later, the crocodile told the entire incident to his friend, the otter. Otter said,
"Oh, you lie on the sand on the bank of the river, and I will trick the jackal and bring him there, and then you can eat him up."
The crocodile became happy at the thought of killing the jackal. The next day, the otter went up to the jackal and said,
"Come, friend, let's go for a stroll on the bank of the river."
The jackal replied,
Oh, I don't like the river, as a crocodile in it's after my life.
The otter said with a laugh,
The poor crocodile died yesterday. If you don't believe me, then come with me. See yourself.
The otter took the jackal with him to the bank of the river, where the crocodile was lying very still. The jackal saw the crocodile from afar, and something seemed amiss to him. He thought,
What if the crocodile is alive? And what if otter is lying? How can I trust them? I must test out the otter claim myself.
So standing a little distance away from the crocodile, the jackal said,
But this crocodile is alive. Oh!
No, he is dead since yesterday.
exclaimed the otter.
But my mother used to say that a dead crocodile always made coon sound. And this crocodile absolutely quiet.
The crocodile was listening to everything and thought to himself,
If I did not do a coon, then the jackal will find out that I am alive and will run away.
And so the crafty, though stupid crocodile started making coon noises. The alert jackal once again mocked the crocodile.
What a fool of a crocodile we have in our river. One who is dead can never make any noises.
Saying this, the clever jackal darted off.
Fruits of hard work.
It was night time with the moon bathing the surroundings with its silvery moonlight. Amar is standing on the bank of the river and looking at his reflection in the waters. Suddenly, he sees another reflection behind his own and he turns back. Amar turns around to see a little fairy standing behind him. Amar kept staring at the fairy for some time. The fairy asked him, "Hey, what are you doing here?"
Watching the waves and the moonlight on the water,
replied Amar. "Why don't you do some work?" asked the fairy.
I have nothing to do. I'm without work.
Then the fairy asked, "Okay, if I give you a treasure, what will you do?" Amar immediately said,
I will enjoy life.
The fairy smiled and said, "Enjoy life later. Tell me, whose land are we standing on?"
Mine?
said Amar. "The treasure that I want to give you is hidden in this land. If you can dig the land and find the treasure, then the treasure can be yours." Saying this, the fairy disappears. The next day, Amar started digging the land and dug up the complete land, but found nothing. At night, he sat on his dug up land when the fairy came again. Amar said to her,
Why did you lie to me that I will find treasure on this land? Where is the treasure?
The fairy smiled and said, "I have come to give you the keys to the treasure. Take these seeds, plant them, water them, put them on support, and then tell me if you don't get the treasure." Amar saw that what the fairy had given him were strange looking seeds and branches all tied up in a bundle. Amar untied the bundle, separated all the twigs, and planted them in his land. In a few days, Amar saw that the new leaves sprouted out of the planted twigs. Amar started watering the planted twigs with the river water, and the creeper-like plant started growing. Amar used wooden sticks to create support for the growing creeper. In a few days, Amar saw hundreds of bunches of grapes laden on the creepers. The sweet taste of ripe grapes made them an instant hit near and far. Soon, the traders came and saw Amar's grapes and bought them for a hefty price. Today, Amar was very happy. At night, the fairy came again and asked Amar, "How are you, Amar? Did you find the treasure?" Immediately, Amar plucked a bunch of grapes for the fairy and said to the fairy,
This is the treasure of my hard work, fairy. Have some.
The fairy was very happy. Before going away, the fairy said to Amar, "In future, never say you don't have work.